to Emma Goss-Custard, a founder of Honeybuns, because Honeybuns is a local business. It's a rural business, and they've just put a cookbook out. I've got here some rather tasty-looking milk chocolate brownies that they produce. I'm not sure I'm going to eat one live on air. However, let's talk to Emma and find out how she's coping with the situation now here in the midst of this viral pandemic. Emma, a very good morning to you. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me on the show, Mike.
Not at all. I've got your cookbook here, which looks rather splendid. It's called the All Day Cookbook. Emma Goss-Custard, I have to say, is one of the great names for somebody who makes cakes. I mean, you can't really make that up, can you? Custard is a brilliant name.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got my husband to thank for that. It's a family name.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking through it, and it's got things like retro chocolate oat delight. It's got pea, nettle, and mint soup with lemony croutons. So it's got more than just sweets in here, right? You've got all sorts of good things. Cucumber, feta, and lemon salad. Oh, that looks nice. Very summery.
Yeah, I mean, the idea was to demystify the whole world of free-from cooking and not to make it a rarefied entity, just to bish bash bosh, really.
Yes.
Put things in a bowl. The book's got a very kind of make do and mend vibe to it.
Yes. And of course, I mean, people are getting much more into cooking, aren't they, during this pandemic? Because apart from anything else, they're at home for most of the time. And it's a great thing that you can do with the kids, great thing you can do with the family as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I think it's given us a boot up the bum, really, to get more inventive in terms of, because we've seen a lot of our traditional sales just go into freefall, food service, hospitality, all of these hard hit sectors. So we've had to think outside the box and are certainly outside of our comfort zone. And we started doing lockdown baking sessions. They're very DIY. They're in this kitchen behind me. And the aim is to give really good quality content, free recipes, to those who were trying things out for the first time at home.
Right. So tell us a bit about how your business was affected, because you've got a shop, right? I mean, as much as people are doing a lot of online business, you've actually got a shop in a high street, presumably somewhere.
No, we haven't actually. The majority of our business was food service. So that means we would be supplying pallets of cake, frozen. So we produce everything here.
Okay.
It then gets spun out to distribution hubs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's all gone. Yeah.
Because I suppose the problem for hospitality businesses, and a lot of my friends have been affected this way, is that if you're providing sort of catering effectively for people, or you know, mass-produced food for people, even albeit on a small scale, there's literally nobody buying it at the moment, right?
No, I mean, it was looking at the first kind of 48 hours prior to lockdown, when Boris had said, avoid going to restaurants, pubs, hotels. It was like watching our order book being written in vanishing ink, really. It just all disappeared. So we lost 5% of the orders in that time frame.
Wow. And as far as the kind of people that you were employing were concerned, did you have to then let some people go or put them on furlough or what?
Yeah, we put them on furlough. So we're only the 25 of us, which in bakery terms, commercial bakery terms, is small. But we're a significant within that. We're based in the middle of nowhere, so we're quite significant in terms of employment in the area. So we put the 20 out of 25 on furlough almost immediately, and we've retained 5 of our team, and we're working our socks off to ensure that we can come out the other side.
Yeah. And is there a sort of time frame that you're working towards, like how much you can keep this, how long you can keep this up for before, you know, something more terrible happens?
Yeah, there's a finite amount of money in the kitty to keep us going. We've tried to be as inventive as possible, so we're sweating the assets that we do have. So we've renovated an old chicken shed, for example, and we've got a young family now living in that to just give an alternative revenue stream.
Yes.
We're investigating ways on people that we can market ourselves more proactively, contacting the likes of you, for example, you know, known foodies who might be kind enough to give businesses like ours a mention. That's super, super appreciated. Doing anything and everything to make sure we get out the other side for our team.
Yes. And so if people want to get in touch with you and order things, have you got a website that they can do that through?
Thank you very much. Yes, it is www.honeybuns.co.uk. And for anybody who wants free, absolutely free to view recipes, we're posting those on the likes of YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
You just need to search for Honeybuns Bakery recipes.
Well, I can't eat this on the air because otherwise I'm spitting raspberry bar all over the place. But it looks lovely. This is an OT raspberry bar, which goes alongside the milk chocolate brownie. You've got sort of, I presume you've got quite a few of these types of snacks available.
Yep, we've got everything we do is gluten-free. We're specialised in that regard, but we do a whole slug of vegan and dairy-free also wraps, but they're not supposed to be healthy. They're supposed to be still naughty, and they demonstrate that treats come in all shapes.
Right. Absolutely brilliant. And so, if anybody wants to get on the recipe bandwagon as well, I mean, do you accept recipes perhaps from people or recipe ideas? Because I don't know whether you know, I do rather a little thing on the side myself. I do MG's Kitchen, which is my podcast that goes out a couple of times a week, and it's basically simple cooking that people can understand, which I think a lot of people get. And if you're doing the same thing, they love it because they go, there's none of this is complicated. It's straightforward. You don't need to put stuff in a fridge for 12 and a half days, and marinate it in something before you spin it around in a muslin bag and then somehow throw it into a bin afterwards. It's just very basic stuff.
Yeah, I love the podcast, by the way, and
thank you.
As part of what prompted me to contact you. Yeah, that's absolutely our philosophy as well. I guess that with the gluten-free thing, it's easy to mystify it because there are so many flours that people may not have been accustomed to before. But our aim is to demonstrate just how easy it is to sub other stuff in, to not think that the recipe is set in stone. Very often it's stuff that we've only discovered by experimenting anyway.
Right. And
it's just to encourage people use us as a guide if they want to, but they can then spin off and show us what they've done better.
Right. Fantastic. Well, Emma, listen, thank you very much indeed for talking to us. Good luck with the business, and hopefully this will help it along a little bit. Emma Goss-Custard, founder of Honeybuns. You can find them, of course, on the website. Go there and have a look. Have a look at this book as well, which is available, I presume, to order from there. It's an all-day cookbook. It's a lot of gluten-free stuff. Over 100 recipes inside. It's all good stuff.